Hi, Rutgers fans. How's it going? Travis Alonix here to talk Rutgers basketball again, joined back by Jason Olstein. How you doing tonight, Jason?
Good, I'm doing well. How are you? Back
Doing well.
after a rough night last night. Unfortunately, it's become a pretty common theme for this group. They're kind of just hanging on for dear life at this point. No fight, just kind of going through the motions out there, and yeah, they're just it's pretty disappointing to watch. It's the first time I've seen in the 8 years Michael's been here really. I get the talent may not be there this year, but the fight's definitely not there either, and you could see it on the defensive end. So hoping next year, things turn around quickly and we'll get this thing moving back in the right direction.
Yeah, totally. Been all years, tough year, like I said, and we all knew coming in it was gonna be a tough year. Between last season, the guys leaving, and next season, the recruiting class coming in. But I mean, now 15-15, it sucked. It sucked. Like I said, winding down. It's kind of want that now. We got Ohio State wrap it up tomorrow afternoon or Sunday afternoon. Scat away for senior day and then Big Ten tournament. See what happens. But it sure looks like the fight has totally fallen off. It's all year long in games. Huge teams go on huge runs, and not just one, but really sometimes two, twice in a game. Just huge game changing runs. Happened again last night in the game. 66 ended up being the final score. In a game where we talked about it, shooting was not the problem. Rutgers shot the ball even with Wisconsin, shot the ball well early, had the lead 22-13. We're down two at halftime, shot the ball well out of the break. But then just the runs by Wisconsin. I mean, up 22-13 was a 15-2 run in the first half. Second half, was it a 19-2 run or something, Jason? Just crazy, crazy. I
Yeah,
mean,
19-2 run in the second half. It was good to see Gavin yesterday. He was one of the bright spots out there. 14 points. You know, we got to let this kid develop. He's going to be a big piece to this squad, whether we realize it or not next year. He's a four-star recruit out of high school. And you can see in the last few games he's really got some juice in his step, both on both ends of the floor. Confident in his shot, letting the ball, shooting the ball. And defensively too, he's been able to handle himself a lot better one-on-one, a little less help for him on that side of the ball. So it's important to let these younger kids, develop with the season where it is right now. And just watching yesterday, guys like Austin Williams and guys like Wolf, it's just it's very frustrating, turnover after turnover after turnover for Austin Williams, and he sticks on the court. It's mind-blowing to me, why he's still out there. And with Wolf, I know he had a big game out in Nebraska, probably his best game of the year. It's just, I really had a big hope for Wolf. I thought he was going to really develop into that prototypical Big Ten big, and he was going to hang out there. And I watch him and just the fundamentals. He doesn't box out ever, never boxes out, and he's just always reaching. And his game just really hasn't developed. I think a really big thing Pike and staff need to go get is they need to go get a big man. Whether Cliff is here or not, it's really essential that you have a guy behind Cliff, whether he comes back or not, that could really hang out there and that you feel confident playing. Because I just unfortunately hate to say it, I don't think Wolf and Igbole are going to cut it.
nah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, I didn't mention turnovers. That was huge last night. 18, I believe it was, by our Scarlet Knights. Just pathetic. Pathetic. Sloppy all the way around both teams. Wisconsin 13, but 18 by us. This cannot happen. And it's multiple guys. You mentioned Austin Williams. He had a couple of key turnovers in that, I think, in that long run. Wisconsin second half. It's just you got to be careful with the ball. You cannot be sloppy passing the ball like that, how it was yesterday. It's crucial. Loses you games big time. But yeah, I mean, great to see Gavin, as you mentioned, both sides of the floor. It's confidence, that's key. He's growing each and every game. As mentioned, uh, young guy, freshman, highly rated guy coming out of high school, tough start, but he just improved, and love to see that. And yeah, it's just about seeing which guys will be here next year. Really go out there these last couple games and fighting for your spots for next year. We talked about Hyatt a lot, over text and everything. Guys just completely falling off. Just he's really been terrible. Been terrible. Started the year real good and just falling off. Really gotten worse and worse. On both ends of the floor, attitude, offense, shooting, defense, you name it. So that sucks, but he's out, you know. So it's the guys that are gonna be here, want to be here next year. We got to see it, and because we know the scores. Dylan Harper won the state title today at the rack, balled out, and I got him, Ace Bailey, rest of the recruiting class. It's the guys who are going to complement them next year. Got to go out there and prove it, right?
Yeah, no, just kind of to build off that as well. One other point I have is watching Derek Simpson out there has also been very frustrating. He was a guy I thought we really could rely on last year. End of games, he wanted that ball in his hands. He hit that big shot, and he's not playing with a lot of confidence right now. And it's sad to say, but with Dylan coming in and with J Mike really developing us defensively, he's really solid, and he's just going to continue to get more and more polished on that side of the floor, and his offensive game is going to continue to develop. I truly do believe that. Simpson could be the odd man out next year, and he could look to transfer. I wouldn't be surprised, with how prevalent transferring is nowadays. 50%, I believe, of college basketball players are probably going to enter the transfer portal. Simpson may be one of those guys. Unfortunately, just his this year has not panned out. He's really, really struggling from the field. And Yeah, just not what I thought I was going to get out of him. And you know, again, looking to next year specifically, I'm expecting Jeremiah Williams back. J
Yeah,
Mike's going to be back. Cliff, they really need to give to avoid what happened again last year, giving Cliff a hard deadline by X date. You need to let us know are you going to be back here or not, so that they could, make the necessary additions to, make this roster a real contender next year because, we don't want to waste away such a great opportunity with two, really, really great program changing players, coming to the banks. So, looking forward to next year, hoping Weeders don't roll over. I'd love to, go win a few games in the Big Ten tournament and, send someone packing a little bit or see what we can do. But, yeah, looking forward to, hoping senior day goes all right. Would be nice to send those guys off with a bang. I'll be there Sunday, of course. And
yeah,
before you know, we're going to get into some spring football news and,
yeah. Can't wait for that.
we'll be back at the point, hopefully for a great season to build upon a really good season last year, and we'll go from there. So that's all I got for you guys today, and we'll be back. We'll probably be back within the next few days. Probably be back either Sunday night or sometime on Monday with a little bit of a reaction and who we're going to be lining up with Wednesday in the Big Ten tournament. So I'm Jason, and Travis, got anything else?
No, not much else to say. Said it all there. Signing off. See you guys again, like I said, Sunday night or Monday. That's all I got. Signing off. Travis.
Jason, see you guys. Thanks
See
so
you guys. Have a
much.
good one.
Take care.